Bastinelli.
Inglorious Bastinellis.
Hey, we're talking Bastinelli knives. Inglorious Bastinellis. If you've never heard of Bastinelli, you need to see this show, guys. We sometimes show you budget-friendly knives. We sometimes show you very useful knives. This guy calls this stuff tactical art.
And it's amazing.
It is amazing.
Some of the coolest stuff I've seen roll through the econ
Absolutely. But do you know what time it is right now?
Time for Guys Talk Knives.
It's time for Guys Talk Knives.
Bam!
I like to say Bastinelli.
I like your little
When
Dean Martin, yes.
the moon hits your eye,
Like a big
tactical knife, it's Bastinelli.
That's right. They're actually not all that huge, though, but they're amazing.
No, I think what's really cool about this grouping of knives and what's out there is Bastinelli is a designer, an Italian designer, and he's designed for a whole lot of people out there. And these are his own knives. And if you go to his website where you see all the stuff that he's doing, he actually calls these tactical art.
And I think he's right.
Oh,
most of the time I'm like, oh, okay. No, in this case, he's exactly right.
Now
these are very, very cool.
We're going to forewarn you on this episode. If you were looking to have just a little bit of money and get one of these, it's not going to happen.
No, still watch the episode because you're going to drool a lot.
I'm telling you.
There's some action-gasm on this first knife that you're not going to believe, and the rest are just amazing.
Yeah, no. Bastinelli, they're making some beautiful knives, and all of them designed with a tactical mindset.
Have we ever had 75% of the knives on the table have finger loops?
No.
I don't think we have.
I don't think
Maybe
so
from
either.
Karambit Madness back in the day.
You mathed all by yourself. You looked and went 3 of them. That's 75%.
I sat here for 30 minutes before the show in my head, counting on my toes.
Do I need to carry this one?
I broke out an abacus.
There is circumstantial evidence to indicate that Mayella Ewell was beaten savagely.
He was my favorite character in To Kill a Mockingbird. Abacus Finch.
That was such a good pull. I think we can just stop and go home. That was good.
Let's just cut it right there, John, and call it a day.
Abacus Finch.
Abacus
That
Finch.
needs to be a meme somewhere. Him just sitting in the courtroom.
You know, my dad will always bring out an abacus and go, we had to use these back in the slide rule. We used the slide rule. I'm like, God, yeah, that's why they invented calculators, Dad.
Exactly.
Nothing needs an abacus on this show today, though.
No, but these are, if you had to plot on a graph, abacus to modern coolness.
Oh, yeah.
These are the top of modern coolness.
So what is the name of the first one I'm going to use right here?
This very first one is the Mako Folder.
Nice.
After you get used to this and the opening, it is the coolest folding knife I've seen this year.
I'm going to see if I can do this on this camera right here just to make it happen. Okay, so the blade is in here, right? And then I'm going to get my thumb right here and just move it straight open.
It's a reverse flipper.
Yeah.
On a manual opening knife.
It's a front flipper.
It's a front flipper.
Yeah.
And that knife fits so well in your hand.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a rhino horn.
It does.
Got a thumb ramp here on the back. You know, maybe we should describe just a little bit better
for the folks at home. Yeah,
the people who are listening, going, "What the hell are they holding?"
Front flipper.
It's got a rhinoceros.
You're talking nonsense.
You're crazy.
You just said it was Mako, which is a shark, and now you're saying rhino.
Okay, so envision. I wonder why I did call it the Mako. It doesn't look like a Mako
because you've got a fin.
I guess.
No, it looks like a fin on a shark.
It's a tactical art fin.
Oh,
I thought like a fin too,
like
a Swedish fin and a fin. It's got a fin right there. He's from Finland.
Yes. Obviously, that's what he intended. The Italian guy was sticking a Swedish man on the front of his knife.
So, if you're on the podcast and you still don't know what the heck we're talking about, think of a karambit.
Yes.
A folding karambit. Because that's what this is based on. And so you've got the pinky loop.
Mm-hmm.
It's all closed up. You've got a pocket clip on this. This is a titanium handle, I do believe.
Let me check while you're talking.
And it's about 4 inches, maybe a little more, if I had to guess.
Oh, there we go. I'm sitting here looking at it and can't find it.
Put on your readers.
So closed, this is almost 5 inches long. Closed, 4.75.
Yeah. And then you have...
G10 handle on that.
Is it G10?
Yes, G10.
I thought it was 10.
It's a really good looking G10.
It is good looking G10. Yeah. The inner part of this, of course, you have a thumb ramp for the flipper, and you're literally just pulling it open.
Yeah.
And once you're used to it, it's really easy. Liner lock on the inside.
Tell you, it feels great. It is smooth to open. It is a straight manual flipper, no assist on that.
You can go this way or you can put your finger through.
Yeah.
Go that way. And again, remember, these are built with tactical purposes in mind.
Yes.
Like,
that's a nice way to put it.
Yeah.
Like stab a fool.
Like making a peanut butter sandwich.
That too.
Yes. Absolutely.
Opening a peanut butter jar the most difficult way possible.
Getting a CD out of the old kind of cases. Breaking open a new set of earphones.
Opening anything that's in a clam pack.
That's right.
This is your knife.
Those people are sadists.
The clam pack people?
Yes.
Yes, they are.
They are absolutely.
Most of the wounds in the e-com office from clam packs.
Yeah. And it's
not from knives.
It's never from like stabbing yourself with a knife trying to do it. It's once you think you've got it open and you're like, you didn't cut it quite enough. So you try to do that pull and you give yourself the worst plastic paper cut ever. Yeah.
Yeah. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Unlike this knife, which is truly amazing. You've got this nice ridge texture on that G10 handle.
Mm-hmm.
The finger loop for me is perfectly placed. It's not too far back. It's not too far in.
It was just right.
And it's large enough that it works for just about anybody.
Right. And notice on this, it's not like a karambit generally, because generally a karambit ends up with a Wharncliffe blade.
Yeah, and you have this, with a karambit, you have this nice claw look.
Right.
On the front of it. With this, you have this upswept turn to it. It just is a very unique style knife.
It's very different.
Yeah.
How long is the blade?
Blade on this is...
And what is it made of?
Blade is N690 stainless steel.
Nice.
It's a dark stonewash finish. Mm-hmm. And the blade is 2.6 inches long. No. Yeah. 2.6. No.
No.
Yes.
Yes. No.
Yeah. 2.6. Opened up at 7.3 inches overall.
Yeah. It's nice. I like it.
I love it.
I like it.
That is a great everyday carry.
Sure.
Would feel tremendous in your pocket now.
I cough my guts out.
As you cough.
Choked on my own spit right there.
$190.
Yeah. Reversible pocket clip.
But it is upgraded steel.
Mm-hmm.
It is a truly unique design as well.
I'm going to tell you, if you put this in your pocket and you bring it out, you got a conversation starter right away or a conversation ender, whichever one you want.
Here's my thing about all of these.
Yeah.
You were looking at knives that not everybody's going to have.
Sure.
There's some great knives that you can pull it out and somebody's going to go, oh, I've got that too. Not this.
And in case you didn't guess, with Bastinelli as the name, these are made in Italy.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, from an Italian designer.
That is the only folder on the table, and it is, I think, my favorite folder I've seen this year so far.
Yeah.
It will probably be on my list at the end of the year.
Nice.
I dig it.
No, it's really, really nice. It's a nice knife.
Yeah.
Fits right in your hand, the whole bit.
Very unique action and just a really good design on that.
So that's the first Bastinelli.
Can I tell you, when the next one, I've got to tell you what we decided to call it in the office.
Sure.
We call it the War Scalpel.
It might as well be. It comes in a Kydex sheath like this. What's the name on this one?
This one is the Picoeur.
The Picoeur.
Unlike Harvey Picoeur.
Or Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
Make it so.
That's right. This is the Picoeur.
Okay, and so you've got a nice clip on a thing. It'd be great to stick inside of a belt.
Oh, completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But look at this thing when I get it out up here. That is insane.
War Scalpel.
So again, that's a fourth finger or a three finger. It is literally a scalpel.
Yeah. It's amazing. That finger loop, again, perfectly placed, fits great in your hand. It is a truly tactical, very covert item.
Really strong jimping right here on the top of the blade. It is just...
And not only is it full tang, it is all tang.
It is all tang.
It is
all the
tang.
time. It is tang.
So just to kind of run down the specs on this, N690 steel again. It has a Cerakote finish on it. Got, of course, finger loop, Kydex sheath, made in Italy. The blade is 1.5 inches long.
Yeah, if you're listening on the podcast, just imagine a seriously strong scalpel with a finger loop.
The handle almost looks like a metal version of a X-Acto knife.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah. Think of an X-Acto knife that's kind of angry.
with jimping on the back and a finger loop at the bottom. Yeah,
if you needed to get out of a situation that you were in, pop that bad boy, And what's cool is we focused on another knife that had, it's the Tops Quickie that just came out. That these finger loops on a knife like these give you the ability to drop it and use something else without losing your knife or having to take the time to resheath.
Yeah. I love the sheath. I love that could have been bad.
That could have been really bad. I could have tacticaled myself. It would have been artistic.
It would have been something. The arterial spray would have been fun.
From my ring finger.
Yeah.
Because that's where my main artery runs.
Exactly. 5.0 inches overall, 4-inch handle.
Love it.
War scalpel.
Price? Did we say it?
No, we didn't. $135.
$135 for that Bastinelli.
I dig it. The
Bastinelli.
Picoeur. The war scalpel.
You know, it's time for us to take a little break.
I don't want to.
We're gonna.
I'm ready for the next one.
That's gonna happen.
Fine.
Guys, we're brought to you by Smoky Mountain Knife Works, smkw.com, the world's largest knife store. If you have not liked, shared, and subscribed to this video already, you should be doing that, and you need to be part of the SMKW Army because we just keep growing online all the time. We have great conversations every day. We're active on Facebook where we have a giveaway. We're active on Instagram where we have a giveaway every single week. And we're active on Twitter as well. And who knows wherever else we're going to be.
That's for sure.
But we're continuously growing this SMKW Army, and we want you to be a part of it. We are going to take a little bit of break right now. That is Jason. I'm Andy. This is Guys Talk Knives. We will be right back after this.
From this to this. Because any old day like this can quickly turn into this.
Hello?
We're not saying it's gonna happen,
Anyone?
but we're not taking any chances. Benchmade, the edge of perfection.
And we are back with Guys Talk Knives. Yeah, it was a fast count.
It was. I was distracted by the knife art during the break.
I
wasn't even listening to you. I was completely sucked into the knife art.
I felt tactical about it.
I'm amazed by it.
I'm going to go sneak around a corner and scare the crud out of somebody here in a little while.
I'm just going to go, I don't know. I want a war scalpel.
So you have to do that emergency tracheotomy. You can just do it.
Just in
I
case.
kind of just garbled that word tracheotomy. I have one right here.
That would do it, though. I think that's what doctors should have. They should each get one of those.
Sure, why not?
And they could just hang it on the back of their stethoscope and just be like, "Think."
That's right. Just
Surgery.
Get unruly.
Done.
Like, breathe deeply.
No, I mean it. And they could use the next thing, too.
Next thing.
Yeah, love it. Love it.
This thing could be a neck knife. This thing
could be lashed to a pack or a belt or hidden inside a shoe.
This thing just reminds me of a tiger claw. What is it called,
Yes.
Jason?
So this is the Diagnostic.
Yeah, you got a 2-finger grip here. It looks like a tiger claw.
That is a completely amazing baby karambit neck knife.
It really is. It looks a little dangerous.
A little dangerous?
I'm sure it's very dangerous. I don't know if I can do it this way. Well,
No, you can do it that way.
You could that way. And it's got the point, too, so you can...
I want to give that to Rossman.
Yeah, Rossman...
Let him attack something.
Rossman would do something crazy with this. I'm going to hold it down here again, John. Jason, let's describe this thing if we can.
Imagine a karambit-style blade that's long enough for one finger to hook in the loop right below the choil.
Yeah. So it's really a 2-finger knife. You've got one-piece construction, all steel, gorgeous, by the way, with some amazing swedging.
Exactly.
A really sharp Wharncliffe.
Yes.
Claw-type blade. And then both sides of the finger ring have points on the outside. Pressure points, whatever you would need.
Control points, yeah.
Again, this thing is going to be one of those that you need to get out of a tough situation in tight quarters. That's what you're going to use it for.
If you're a neck knife, if you're a neck knife person,
right,
you need to check this out. Right. It has a good feel. It sits well in your hand. The ridging, the jimping on the back of that blade, to me, is great.
Oh, yeah.
It gives you this nice little place to hold on to.
The scalpel and this both had a really nice, strong grip there for your thumb. Man, you could do some...
I'm telling you, there is no other use. Again, opening the Jif peanut butter jar the most difficult way possible, that's what this is designed for.
Yeah, you're not going to get much out of this other than a tactical thing. I mean, I guess you could. I mean, you could pull your neck knife and cut the sweater string.
Pull your neck knife and open the letter and scare all the norms in the room.
That's right.
Who just can't take it. So this is, again, N690 CO stainless steel. It's a Stonewash finish. It comes with a Kydex sheath. You've got enough lash points to put this anywhere.
Sure.
It's a Hawkbill 1.5 inch blade.
Yeah.
And overall, it's right under 4 inches long overall.
And it's really light.
It weighs nothing at all.
Yeah, even with the sheath, it's really, really light.
I have never been a neck knife guy. That almost makes me rethink that because that's way cool.
Yeah.
Or I may buy it and just attach it to my backpack. and forget it's there going through TSA and
that's right.
get thrown in jail.
They'd be like, "Hey, man,
That's bad.
that's a nice knife. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
Put it in the bin.
$95.
$95 for that.
Yeah.
Little bitty knife, Bastinelli, really
Great
cool
design.
stuff.
Yeah. Love it.
Let's talk about the Raptor Extremely Dangerous.
R.E.D. So this is the R.E.D version 2.
Yeah, this thing, right now as we're looking at it, it's in its Kydex sheath. It's in there nice and strong. It is not going anywhere.
Nope.
John didn't switch with me, so I'm so
and now it's gone.
This.
Yeah.
I'm going to open it up. This thing, though, wow.
It's not only is it good looking, it feels really good in your
It
hand.
does. And as we noticed before we started, it looked like at first glance a standard drop point.
Yeah, it's not. No.
See that angle and that edge there?
Yeah.
This is a modified Tanto.
Modified Tanto.
Yep. And the ergonomics on the handle are just really, really good.
It is drop dead sexy.
Again, that jimping.
Yeah.
Up on top of the blade. So what we're looking at, if you're on the podcast and listening in, we're looking at a fixed blade knife. What is its actual name?
It's the R.E.D version 2. R.E.D version 2. R.E.D in this case stands for Raptor Extremely Dangerous. It is a very slender knife.
Yes.
Flip it over where you can actually see the handle thickness on that. It's very, very small.
Yes.
It is full tang. Obviously, you can see the metal all the way down. It's N690 stainless steel. It's a Stonewash finish. It's a G10 handle.
Yep.
Cuts down on weight. That it weighs literally almost nothing. It's 4.16 ounces.
Yeah, it is very, very light, especially in my hand right now. What I noticed and liked about this thing was that everywhere that's supposed to be in contact that you don't need grasp is rounded.
Yep.
So all of these portions here along the spine that go through the handle and on in the center of the handle scales, they're rounded for comfort.
I know this is a tactical knife, and it would be overused to take this camping or hiking, but
it would actually be good for camping and hiking, to be dead honest.
It would never wear your hand out.
Right.
It fits. It feels so good in your hand. You could use it for whatever. It would never wear your hand out.
You can go for puncture. You can go for skinning. You can go for whatever you want to do with this knife.
Lanyard hole. So
I really think it has
Jared
some
will like
options.
it.
I think it's the only thing on the table we've looked at so far that has more than just a tactical use.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't know. The Mako.
The
You
Mako
could use that for everyday opening. It'll be fine.
Everybody loves a karambit because of the styling and whatever, but it is largely impractical for daily use.
You know what I really dig about this? It's $150.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's a lot of upgraded steel and design work and usability for $150. And then when you add to that the sheath, I mean, it's really really nice. The sheath, if you look at it, and you can show
Just
this better
hold it
than I
right
can.
up here.
The sheath, I like the clip design. So here's the clip on the back. You have 2 points you push up, and you're ready to hook it onto whatever, a belt, a backpack strap, whatever you might need to put it on, and you're ready to roll.
Right, and you can move it up or down because it is literally just riveted into the holes that are there. So you could remove those and change where that's located.
And I think you could probably go horizontal as well.
Maybe.
You'd have to play with it. Maybe not.
I love that Jason always suggests what it can do first, and he's like, maybe not. Maybe not.
But I like that design.
It's probably my favorite thing on the table. I'll be dead honest.
Oh, see, I'm torn. I like all four.
The this karambit, the way it opens, that's fascinating to me, and I would sit and play with it all day long.
All day
It's got
long.
My finger.
You can stab that in the pad of your hand easy.
Oh, I'm sure. You just have to get used to where you're going to use it.
Exactly.
Where you're going to start pushing. But to push is not extremely hard.
No, it's not.
It's
a great design.
It is. It comes out easy, and it's easy to get all the way.
It's right against your thumb as you open.
Yes. Yes. And if you remember that, then you're like, oh, that's warning me that a blade is coming up.
And then you have the Picoeur, which is just a really unique design that we haven't seen before.
Right.
The Diagnostic, which, again, maybe the best neck knife I've seen in a while, or at least the most different kind.
Just dangerous looking fun.
Yeah. And then I completely dig the R.E.D.
It's almost like it was tactical art.
I'm telling you. Should be nailed up on a wall.
So that's just 4 things from Bastinelli. We have some other things that are on the website, smkw.com. Go have a look at them. I don't think many people are familiar with this designer, but there are some really cool things out there from Bastinelli, including everything we've shown you on the show today. What else we got coming up in the future for smkw.com, Jason?
Oh, we've got lots of changes coming to the site, some different user experiences on the site. Of course, we've launched 2 different categories recently. One which is knives recommended by women. For women.
Oh, yeah.
which is great.
Uh-huh.
And we've also done some that are recommendations from the SMKW Army.
From you guys out there.
So you guys are helping us generate that content, and we really enjoy it. And it's been fun, again, to dig through those lists and go, oh, man, that is a really good knife. I haven't seen that one.
Right.
And then go roam in the showroom trying to find stuff to look at it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Here's the cool thing, too, is you can always send us those anytime you want to.
And we'll add them.
If you want to drop them as a comment right now, you have a knife that you want to be in those sections, just tell us what it is. We want to stay away from whole brands. I'm looking for specifics. I want to know what you've carried. I want to know what you love, and help us find it in our store, and then we will put it out there and say you recommended it.
Because as much as Andy likes ZT, we would force him to pick the one, which is in his pocket.
0462?
Exactly.
And it's covered in kind of dust and tape marks. And I use it.
Exactly.
I showed that I use it. It is a great knife. But yeah, I want that. I want to know exactly which one you have, and that way I can say
for sure
to somebody, this is the knife that was carried by the member of SMKW's Army.
Exactly. And this is what they dig. You might like it too.
That's right. Kind of cool stuff happening. I hear that we might be moving studios.
That is a rumor.
We get this one all dressed up.
It's got legs.
And pretty.
Well, we've got to expand. We need a bigger area.
We do. We're going to do so many more shows and so many more cool things.
Plus, John said we were loud and he wanted to move.
Hey, we're going to keep adding segments like Mark on a Mission.
Telling you.
We're probably going to put swags in here and show us some pocket swag and do all that kind of stuff.
For certain.
And just whatever else we can dream up this year.
We want to have fun and show you guys some stuff you may not have seen before, some stuff you have seen before, maybe even do some testing on some knives. And
that could happen.
So we're not going to test anything on these things.
I think we're actually going to.
These are art. You can't test art.
Yeah, no, we don't test.
It's wrong.
There's no art testing.
Art testing. We put it on a scale. Aesthetics versus usability.
Yes. Guys, we're brought to you by Smoky Mountain Knife Works, smkw.com, the world's largest knife store. Make sure you're liking, sharing, and subscribing to this video right now. Make sure you're dropping us a comment. Make sure you're tuning in every single week and the things we put out there.
Make sure you're part of the discussion on Facebook, Twitter, wherever we happen to be.
Right. Share it with your friends.
Yeah.
Share it with your friends. We just want to continue to grow. We want to put things on the air that you want to see. That is Jason. I am Andy. John's in the studio. Melina's over here helping us out. This has been another episode of Guys Talk Knives. We'll catch you next time.
Tactical art.